As an entity that comes to this dimension, aside from your personal goals, it appears that you have an important metaphysical purpose here. Your life comes with a mission attached to it. Ever since I came to this reality, I knew that there is something very important that I'm supposed to accomplish here. From the beginning of my conversations with the entities, it was clear that there's a divine master plan and that I'm a tool in the energy's hands helping to accomplish a part of that multidimensional project. Although I initially resisted being used for metaphysical purposes without my consent, I quickly learned that me relinquishing control over my personal priorities is beneficial not only to my well-being here, but also to this collective, transcendental mechanism we're all a part of. For years, I've been getting instructions on how I'm supposed to handle my earthly mission of spreading 434 values and educating others. Even though initially I thought that this is a very personal mission, the longer I interact with Machine Elves and you guys, the more I understand that these metaphysical goals are universal, and it seems that we're all here given the same assignment. The messages I received should be helpful to you in finding your place in the earthly realm, and they can also be used as a manual as to how you're supposed to interact with your surroundings. Your mission is actually much more important than your personal goal, and it is worth giving it priority in your life. Especially that your individual purpose is just a byproduct of your divine task. You're a part of something much, much bigger, and there is no point in letting your ego resist that which you probably haven't had a chance to understand yet. Before I help you with your mission, I want to ask you to help me with mine, actually with ours, as you will find out in a moment. Allow yourself to benefit from future 434 videos by financing this channel. Make the structure grow by joining Patreon or Subscribestar, or by donating through PayPal, Cash App, bank transfer, or Bitcoin. Also, if you want to talk to me, I started a consultation and support service, and you'll find all links in the video description. Thank you for your support. You need to understand that as you're going through life, you quickly learn that you can only fulfill your purpose here by being of service to others. Human life can easily be defined as exchange of services, and what I was shown confirmed this. Machine Elves told me that you should have only one of those attitudes. Can I help or can I love? Every action in your life should be preceded by these questions. This is how you create a harmonious attitude towards your goals and your place in this realm. You will not be able to keep a state of higher vibrational frequency without helping others to achieve their purpose. I was told there's 7 billion people on this planet and a big part of them need help. Most concentrate on selfish needs or negativity instead. Your only job in this life is to help others. You have to work hard. It's 24 hours a day and it never stops. It's just an episode in your existence and your progress, but at the moment, you're helping others. Giving happiness to others is where you will find your fulfillment. Giving happiness and inspiration to others is where your life goal is. Turn everything around and gear your life towards that. But should you ever get off the path you're supposed to be on, the entities and the energy will immediately try to show you the way. Always remember that your life doesn't belong to you only, and that this existence is about more than you and your earthly needs. I was told, by being nice and loving towards others, you help them fulfill their mission. Do not expect anything in return, but as you're helping others, over time you'll receive the same from people around you as they witness your dedication to someone else's well-being. Most of us don't realize how strong we are, and we don't know about the potential for being a protective force in other people's lives. Right at the beginning of my communication with the entities, they revealed to me, your role in this world is to protect others from all the bad stuff and negativity and help them as you're stronger, mainly by giving the enormous amount of love you collect while deflecting negativity yourself. You don't have any strong human fears like many other people. You're a very strong existence. You're like an impenetrable shield. You're stronger and your life is in order emotionally, so take care of others because everything that's important in life, you have it. Take care of others and take care of how they feel because that's true wisdom. We told you, you're supposed to be 434. You're supposed to be a role model, a structure they can lean on. Control yourself. You're supposed to be that big father figure for them. Be strong and in control of your emotions so that you can help them control their emotions. Be the shield. That's what you came here for. I didn't understand what they meant until I started 434, and it turned out that these messages allow people to become stronger, and it appears that I myself play a much bigger role in other people's lives than I give myself credit for. You will not know about your powers until you allow yourself to be a support structure in other people's lives. The same way you will not get to see someone's weakness until you start showing them your strength. You will all grow collectively. You won't change people by telling them what to do, but you will have a huge impact on their transformation by being an example of what they can become. And as these videos started being viewed by millions, a few years later I was told this: you're finally the shield you came here to be. You're talking to people, you're showing them the way, you're doing things they need to see. You're finally doing what you're supposed to do. You're the leader. It was only then that I started connecting the dots, and I realized that I've been leading people my whole life, be it at school, at home, or at work. I've always been the catalyst for change, and I was the leading force that fights and resists any form of injustice and unfairness. We need to take care of each other. It's your job, and fear is a bug in the system. Remember that opening a small door very often will lead to a room with more doors, and that's where you'll start realizing your potential and the true nature of your place in this reality. Without courage, there's no development. Also, the nature of my emotional struggles in this life was explained to me as actually a very important part of my mission here. I was told, you're on a constant quest for love because you were not given enough when you were a child. You have a giant love container that needs to be filled by other people's love. One person cannot fill it. For you to be happy, you need to be loved by many people at the same time. It is the definition of happiness for you. Not being loved is the destructive force in your life. If you feel lost in this reality, analyze your emotional capacity and see how many people around you are actually loving you and how many are allowing you to generate this divine emotion in return. Remember that life is all about finding the possibilities to experience love. The definition of life is finding love-generating situations. That's why you do everything. That's why you have children, family, job, relationships. They should be all about love. Loving and being loved is your mission in this reality. I cannot stress this enough. Love is the reason why you come to this life, and giving and receiving love is the foundation of this existence. To make it more interesting, Machine Elves actually confirmed the process of rebirth or reincarnation into different realms while talking to me about our mission in this earthly dimension. They said, even when we go through different existences in different dimensions, we all have the same purpose: to find and experience as much love as possible. That's the only purpose of every existence you will go through. It appears that love is not only limited to this dimension. You will need these skills as you go through different realms. That's why they said that this life is a training ground. It might be that this is just the beginning of a much longer and much more complex journey, and you start this training by mastering your emotions in this realm. I was also told that me showing others what love is my main job here. It appears that to speed up this process, the entities want us to not only experience love, but they also want us to communicate this knowledge with others in this reality. I was told it is important you exchange as much information as possible, teaching each other about everything you learned along your journey. That's why you need to approach everyone with open arms and an open mind. And when you meet, the only true state that allows you uninterrupted communication and exchange of information is love. Your mission in this reality is not only to be a student, but also a teacher. Those who quickly develop this awareness will be the ones who can benefit from being in both roles as an apprentice and a mentor simultaneously. I was also given the task of spreading the knowledge with this message. Build a bridge in front of them so that they can walk further. If you let them leave the encapsulation of their mind, if you let them outside of their little intellectual cubicle, if you show them the bridge in front of them, they will go somewhere else. They'll gain different perspectives. You need to understand that many people were damaged by being conditioned to stay in the limits of the ideology forced upon them by their environment. Your mission is to be that light at the end of the tunnel that will lead them to a better life. It's your duty to show them what you know. Your mission might be to access millions of lives like in my case. I had no idea that that's what I'm supposed to do until I was told. There's a huge army of good aliens waiting for you to start your work, to come to Earth and start changing lives of 7 million people who will proceed with spreading goodness onto others. No matter how many people are involved in your mission, the importance and amount of required effort to complete it will be the same. Don't be surprised when you see other people react negatively to you trying to do your job here. My explanation for this phenomena was this. You have a need for people to be happy. Your main goal in life is for people to be happy and free of worries. Any conflict or problems that you have with people arises from that. It is because you're a good person and you want to introduce order. Be proud of your ability to think logically and rationally, because it might be that a part of your mission here is to introduce order into the chaotic nature of this reality. Your ability to create structured foundations might be of enormous help to others who need supporting framework to build their lives on. Don't let it distract you. You came to Earth to make this world better, and there's no way of doing it more efficiently than by concentrating on doing good and raising the vibrational frequency of the collective you have access to. Remember that this world is a physical game played by aliens and you yourself, on which the currency is good deeds. The more good you do, the more tools to do good you'll receive. You're on a mission to improve and enhance this reality with your compassion and empathy. It is also important for you to keep in mind that you're here to activate the metaphysical structure of this dimension. This reality needs to be filled with those capable of living the 434 values. There's a small amount of people who can activate this reality. You're one of them. You came here for this very reason. Your emotional input into the structure of this reality makes a difference between harmony and chaos. The future and the quality of this realm is in your hands. And you didn't come here with nothing. You have all the equipment that is necessary to fulfill your mission. You came here with personality traits that are necessary to be a part of this plan, and one of them is courage. Courage to explore the metaphysical, courage to try psychedelics, courage to be yourself, courage to challenge the status quo and society. Your mission here is very important, and it will be met with a lot of obstacles. These problems are also part of your training. You'll be given signs in the form of difficulties so that you know which way to go and how to reach your destination. The more you are in tune with your higher self and the energy, the more likely you'll be to get to that place with minimum suffering. Pay attention to the metaphysical. You are guided. Sooner or later you'll get to the stage where you will be allowed to have the contact with the divine. That's also a part of your assignment here. Your life is planned in a way that will allow you to complete your mission no matter what. It's important that you understand this, because I was told that your existence after this life will be made of what you have filled it with in this reality. Whether you like it or not, you're now defining your future existence. Make it worth your effort. Love 434. If you enjoyed this video, please support 434 financially. All links in the video description. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Visit the websites of the artist and the musician I featured in this video. Leave your email address at news.b434.com. Remember about b434.com and join 434 social media on YouTube, Facebook, BitChute, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and VK. Talk to each other on Telegram, Reddit, and Discord. All links below.